Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix EA anti-cheat error with the game. Now the first step is to try launching the game multiple times. Sometimes when you launch the game 2-3 times it fixes the error, so you can try this. Now the next step is to launch EA anti-cheat game service launcher as an administrator. Now for this you can go to the game installation folder. Wherever the game is installed, go to the game installation folder, and then here you can see EA Anticheat Game Service Launcher. Make a right click and then click on Run as Administrator and then check. Still not working. The next step is to restart your computer. Do not ignore this step. Restart your computer once, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to repair, uninstall and reinstall EA Anticheat. Now for this you can go to this website. The link is provided in the video description. It will take you to EA website. Here you can see EA Javelin Anti-Cheat installer. Click on it and then run this exe file. Click on yes to allow. And then from the drop down option select Battlefield 6 over here and then click on repair. Click on OK. Go to the game installation folder and then you have to select the complete game folder. So wherever the game is installed, select the Battlefield 6 folder and then click on select folder and let the repair complete. Once you see install success, now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, this time select Battlefield 6 once again and then click on update option. And during the update, EA Anti-Cheat setup may restart. Once you see update success, now you can relaunch the game and then check. Still not working. This time again select Battlefield 6 and then click on uninstall. Once uninstall is done, click on install, and once the install is success, now you can relaunch the game and then check. Still not working. Select Battlefield 6 once again, uninstall it, do not install, close this, launch the game, and during the launch it will install EA Anti-Cheat. So now it should install EA Anti-Cheat and then check. Still not working. The next step is to add Battlefield 6 and EA Anti-Cheat Game Service Launcher to exploit protection. Now for this, type in exploit protection in Windows search box and then click on exploit protection. Go to program settings and then click on add a program to customize. Click on the plus icon, choose exact file path, select the game exe file, click on open. Once added, now you will see this prompt for bf6exe. Put a check on override. So by default these will be unchecked. You have to put a check over here. If this is on, turn it off. Turn it off. Scroll down, put a check on each option. For each option, put a check on override system settings, and if control flow guard, if these are on, turn it off. Data execution prevention, if this is on, turn it off. Put a check over here. And then again, in my case I already did it. So if you see this on, you can turn this off. So turn off. For each option you can turn off and then hit apply. Click on yes to allow and then relaunch the game and then check. If that does not work, you can click on add a program to customize, choose exact file path, and this time you can do the same thing with EA Anti-Cheat Game Service Launcher. Select it, click on open, and then again put a check on override for all the options and then turn it off, and once done, launch the game. Now if you face any problem, if you want to go to default, you can always remove this. You can, whenever you want, you can remove this. This will take the exe file to the default. Now still not working. The next step is to turn off smooth motion in Nvidia app. So type in Nvidia app in Windows search box. You can open Nvidia app and then you can go to the home option and then you will see Battlefield 6 over here. Click on settings over here, or you can click on graphics over here and then select Battlefield 6 over here, and then you can go to global settings over here. And let me close the game for now. So once you go to global settings, if smooth motion, if this is on, you can turn it off. Go to program settings, select Battlefield 6 once again, and then over here, if smooth motion is on, you can turn it off. In my case, it is already off. Now you can relaunch the game and then check. Now the next step is to close daemon tool, close or disable daemon tool. Now for this, you can make a right click on the start menu, go to task manager, And in the task manager, if you find daemon tools running, you can just make a right click and end task. I don't have it running, but for example, if you find it running, you can make a right click and then click on end task. I don't have daemon tools over here. Make a right click on the start menu and then go to device manager. And then once the device manager is open, you can expand storage controller. If you find daemon tools, make a right click and then you can disable it. In my case, it is already disabled. Under universal serial bus control, again make a right click on disable. Later on, when you want to use it, you can enable it and make sure it's not running. And if you want to use later, once you're done playing the game, if you want to use it, you can enable it in the device manager and then check. If that does not work, you can even uninstall daemon tool and then restart your computer and then launch the game, and then you can reinstall in future if you want. If you have these applications, DS4 Windows, REWST, Auto Hotkey, Joy 2 Key, Razer Synapse, Corsair ICUE software, Faceit, Anticheat, Riot, Logitech, either mouse application, so you can close these applications. So if you have these applications running, close these applications. If you have this drop top rain meter application running, close it. Game companion app, if you have it running, close it. Wipe ports or wipe VR software, you can close it. Make sure that you close it and end the process in task manager. Also, if you find these in device manager, you can disable it. If you find XVDD SI mini port in device manager, you can disable it. Corsair bus, if you see in device manager, disable it. You can even uninstall this application and then restart your computer and then check. Now the next step, the troubleshooting is not limited to these applications. If you have any third-party application or services, you can close those applications and then make sure that you close it from the device task manager and the process in the task manager and disable it in the device manager if it is present. Close all third-party applications, like if you have VLC, codec, wallpaper, engine, MSI apps, close all the third-party application. Make sure that you end it in the task manager and disable it in the device manager. If you have this Zapier application, you can close it or you can uninstall it. If you have this Crypto Pro running on your computer, you can uninstall it. Punkbuster, uninstall Punkbuster, delete the Punkbuster from every possible place on the computer, and then close and uninstall Goodbye DPI app if you have this app running. Now, the next step is to allow the game exe file to antivirus program. First of all, if you're using Windows security, you can go to privacy and security, Windows security, and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down at the bottom, you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Click on allow an app through control folder access. Click on yes to allow. Click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on open. Add an allowed app, browse all apps, and then select this EA Anticheat game service launcher. Open. Again, browse all apps, open installer. Open EA Anticheat. Select this one and then open. Type in control panel in Windows search box and then go to control panel, system and security, Windows Defender Firewall, and then click on allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall, and then click on change settings at the top. Click on allow another app, click on browse. Again, go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on open, click on add. Once the game is added, in my case it is already added. Make sure both private and public both are checked for all the Battlefield 6 exe file. Again, click on allow another app, click on browse. Select this EA Anticheat game service launcher, open, and then click on add. In my case, again, it is already added. So once you see EA Javelin Anticheat, make sure both public and private are checked and then check. Allow another app, browse, and do the same thing with EA Anticheat. Select it, click on open, and then click on add. Once it is added, again, make sure both private and public checked and then relaunch the game. Now, if you have any third-party antivirus like Avast, Norton, Bitdefender, McAfee, whichever antivirus program you have, allow the game exe file to and all the three exe file to the antivirus program. Now, the next step is to run the game as an administrator from the game installation folder. Again, go to the game installation folder and then make a double click, launch the game from here, and then check. If that does not work, make a right click, go to properties, go to this tab, put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game, and then check. If that does not work, put a check over here, select Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. You can even try Windows 7 over here, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game. Try disable full screen optimization, hit apply, click on OK, launch the game, and then check. Still not working, you can uncheck these boxes and then hit apply, click on OK. You can try to launch the game from here, run as administrator, and then check. Now still not working. The next step is to update Windows. This is important. So you can go to Windows Update or Update and Security, click on Windows Update, and then click on Check for Update over here. Once all the updates are installed over here, then restart your computer and then check. If you face any trouble updating Windows, in that case you can go to Advanced option, go to Recovery option. Here you can see Fix problems using Windows Update. This will reinstall your current version of Windows. Your apps, files and settings will be preserved. So click on Reinstall now. This process will take some time. Once the repair is done, restart your computer and then check. Next step is to create new admin local user account. For this you can open Windows settings, go to accounts, and then scroll down, go to other users, add account. You can create a new local account. So on this screen, click on I don't have this person's sign in information. Click over here. And then you have to click on add a user without a Microsoft account over here. And then you can create a local account. You can name it whatever you want. This is just an example. You can create a username. If you want a password, enter the password. If you don't want it, just leave it blank. And then you can go to the new account, change account type, and then select administrator over here. Click on OK. Now restart or log out. And then once you log into the new account which you have created, and then install the game and then relaunch the game. Next step is to close all kind of Razor application. Do not overclock. If you have overclocked, set it to default. Close all the MSI, Afterburner, Riva Tuner, any kind of overclocking application. If you have it running, close it. Disable overlay. Now for this you can go to Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties. I don't have the game on Steam, I have the game on EA app. So go to general, and then if this is on, then you can turn this off. If it is already off, you can turn it on and then check. So try both on and off, and then check if you have the game on EA app. Go to settings and then go to application. If in-game overlay, if this is on, you can turn it off and then check. If it is already off, you can turn it on and then check. So try both on and off. If you have any other overlay application running, like Discord running, go to Discord settings, turn off overlay. If you have Nvidia app running, go to Nvidia app settings, turn off overlay, Nvidia overlay, and close all the overlay application and then launch the game. If you have any other third-party application like this, you can close it from the task manager and then relaunch the game. If you have undervolted, you can remove the undervolt, delete cache, Nvidia cache from this location. Now for this you can go to File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive, users, username, app data. If you don't see app data, click on view, select show, put a check on hidden items, and then open app data folder, local Nvidia folder, and then you can delete this cache. Make a right click and then delete it and then relaunch the game. You can even restart your computer. Clear DirectX shader cache. Now for this you can type in disk cleanup over here and then click on disk cleanup. If you find this DirectX shader cache over here, you can make sure that you put a check on DirectX shader and select everything over here, and then you can click on OK and delete files. And once this is done, now you can relaunch the game or restart your computer once and then launch the game. Disable all kind of mods before you launch Battlefield 6. If you are using this Frosty fix, you can disable all the mods before you launch Battlefield 6. Next step is to rename Battlefield 6 in documents folder. Create a backup first, because you will lose all the saved settings and save game progress. You have to start everything from scratch. Now for this you can go to File Explorer, documents, and then copy this Battlefield 6 over here, go to desktop, paste it on the desktop, create a backup. Once you have a backup created over here, now you can make a right click and then you can rename this folder and then relaunch the game. Next step is to disable integrated graphic card. Now for this you can make a right click on the start menu, go to device manager. If your computer has a dual graphic card, in that case expand display adapter, and here in my case it's Intel inbuilt graphic card. Make a right click and disable device and then relaunch the game. And once you're done playing the game, you can make a right click and you can enable the graphic card once again. Next step is to enable secure boot. Now to enable system secure boot, you have to go to the system BIOS. Now if you're not used to update BIOS settings, contact your PC manufacturer technical support team. They will help you out, because incorrect changes in the BIOS may result in no boot issue and other issues. I made a separate video on how to turn on or enable secure boot and TPM 2.0 in system BIOS. You can go through this video. The link is provided in the video description. Next is to check or uncheck DLC. If you have the game on Steam, I don't have the game on Steam, so I'll show you a different game. So select Battlefield 6 over here, and then on the right hand side, scroll down here, you can see manage my DLC. Click on manage my DLC. You might see multiple DLC for Battlefield 6. You can uncheck DLC and then launch the game and then check, or you can try both check and uncheck and then relaunch the game. It will go through an update and then you can launch the game. Next step is to install Visual C++ file. For this, you can open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. On this website, you will see Visual Studio files. Scroll down. You have to download this x86 and x64. Run both the files, x86 and x64. Click on it. If you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install. And then run this x64 file as well. If you see repair, click on repair. If you see the install button, hit install. And let the installation complete. Make sure both are installed. Once installed, then restart the computer. And after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to repair or verify the game file. If you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game. I don't have the game on Steam, so I'm showing you a different game. So if you have the game on EA app, then click on manage and then click on repair. And once the repair is done and check, then you can check. If you have the game on Steam, then make a right click on the game, select properties, go to installed files tab and then click on verify integrated game files. Once the verification is 100% complete, launch the game. Next step is to perform clean installation of your graphics card driver. So if you have AMD card, go to AMD website. If you have Nvidia card, go to Nvidia website. I'm showing for Nvidia. Now once you go to Nvidia website, select your model number. So go to Nvidia website, select your graphic card, select your operating system and then click on find. On this page, you will see the latest graphic card driver. Whichever is the latest GeForce GameDD driver, you can click on view and then you can click on download. And once the download is complete, you can run this exe file. When you run this exe file, you will see the screen. Click on yes to allow, click on OK, and then click on agree and continue. Select custom option over here and then click on next. And then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation and then click on next. After the clean installation, restart your computer, and after the system restart, you can launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box, click on graphics settings over here and then click on add desktop app. Go to the game installation folder, select the game exe file, click on the game and select high performance. You will see your graphic card. Now you can launch the game. Next step is to roll back graphics driver. Now, if the latest graphic card driver is not working, so after you select your graphic card operating system, on this page, you can scroll down, click on view more version, and you can try the older version. You can try any older version and then check. For me, this is working fine, 580.88. But when you click on view, when you go for download, once you run the exe file, make sure that you select custom option and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation next, and then restart your computer, and then you can launch the game. Next step is to disconnect internet, launch the game. Once the game is running, connect to the internet. So if you have the Ethernet cable, unplug the Ethernet cable, or if you have the Wi-Fi, turn off the Wi-Fi. Now you can launch the game, and once the game is running, you can just connect to the internet once again. So once you disconnect, it may go to the off. Now you can click on play over here. Battlefield 6, you will see the game over here. Click on play. Once the game is up and running, now you can connect to the Wi-Fi, and then the page will refresh itself and then it will go online. So it should go online. Yeah. Now still not working. The next step is to clear Steam cache. Now if you have the game on Steam, go to Steam, click on Steam over here, go to settings, go to downloads, and then here you can see clear cache. Now click on it, click on confirm, then it will log you out, log into Steam, and again launch the game. Next step is to disconnect USB devices from your computer. So if you have any kind of USB adapter, dongle, USB flash drive, thumb drive connected, disconnect it. Disconnect if you have Razer Huntsman keyboard or Keychron keyboard connected, or mouse connected, external mouse, disconnect it. Unplug the dongle too. Unplug all the external devices like HOTAs, wheel, pedals, any kind of USB adapter connected to the computer, disconnect it. Disconnect headphone, launch the game, and then you can connect the headphone once again. Disconnect multiple monitor. Try launching the game on single monitor. Next step is to try these in launch option. So if you have the game on Steam, make a right click on the game, select properties. In the launch option, type in -dx11 launch the game and then check. If that does not work, type in -D3 D11. Now you can launch the game and then check. If that does not work, type in -DX12, launch the game and then check. Still not working, remove this. And if you have the game on EA app, in that case click on manage view properties. In the advanced launch option, type in -D3 D11, save it, launch it and then check. If that does not work, type in -DX11, save it, launch it and then check. If that does not work, type in -DX12, save it, launch it and then check. Still not working, remove this, save it and then follow the next step. Now the next step is to go to services, like uninstall. If you have Microsoft Game Input, two Microsoft Game Input installed in computer, you can uninstall the older one. Now for this, you can open Windows settings, go to apps, go to install apps or apps and features, and then over here you can search for Microsoft Input, Game Input. So here you can see Microsoft Game Input. So if you have two Microsoft Game Input, then you can uninstall the older one. So this one is the latest. In my case, I have only one entry. Now in case if you have Microsoft Game Input, two Microsoft Game Input, then you can uninstall the older one. 2025, this is the new one. So if you find any like other Microsoft Game Input that is older, you can just uninstall it. And after you uninstall it, restart your computer and then you can check. You can even go to services and then you can find Game Input in the service. If you find two entry for Game Input, here you can see Game Input service. If you find two, then you can make a right click and stop it. If it's running, you can stop it. Now the next step is to launch the game from Nvidia app. Now for this, you can type in Nvidia app in Windows search box and then click on Nvidia app. And then you can see Battlefield 6 over here. Click on play, launch the game from here. If that does not work, go to settings and then you can click on graphics over here, select Battlefield 6, and over here if you see optimize option, you can optimize the game. In my case, I don't see it, but in your case you will see something like this, optimize. So select Battlefield 6. If you see optimize, and then you can check. If it is already optimized, you can revert. So try both optimization. With optimization you can launch the game. If already optimized, you can revert the optimization and then close Nvidia app and then check. Restore settings in Nvidia control panel. Now for this, make a right click on the desktop, show more option, and then click on Nvidia control panel. And once the Nvidia control panel is open, you can restore the settings. So you can go to manage 3D settings in Nvidia control panel. Manage 3D settings, go to global settings, click on restore, click on yes. At the bottom right, you will see apply option, hit apply over here, and then relaunch the game and then check. If that does not work, try debug mode. To try debug mode, you can go to Nvidia control panel, click on help, and then in my case it's already checked. So you can click on help and then make sure debug mode is checked over here. Now relaunch the game. AMD users, try launching the game from AMD app and then check. Next step is to try power saver mode. Now for this, type in control panel in Windows set box, go to control panel, hardware and sound, power options, and then in my case I have only balanced. In your case you might see power saver. If you see power saver, select power saver, launch the game. You can even go for balanced or high performance. First of all, try power saver and then check. Next step is to turn on or turn off hardware accelerated GPU scheduling. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings. And then click on advanced graphics settings over here. If this is off, then turn it on and then check and then launch the game. If hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, if this is already on, you can turn it off and then check. Next step is to Steam users run EA app in the background. So if you have the game on Steam, if the EA app is not running, you can launch EA app in the background. Just keep it running in the background and then launch the game. Now if EA app is already running, this is for Steam users. If the EA app is already running, you can exit EA app and then try to relaunch the game. Next step is to delete cache folder in Battlefield 6, this location. So you can go to File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive, users, username, AppData Local, Battlefield 6, open this cache, make a right click, delete it, launch the game and then check. Still not working. The next step is to make changes in the registry editor. Now for this, type in registry editor in Windows search box and then click on registry editor, click on yes to allow. and go to this location, that is HK local machine system current control set control graphics driver. Once you find graphics driver over here at right hand side, you might see this TDR. Now before you make changes, create a backup. Make a right click on graphics driver, export, and then you can export it to desktop, type in backup over here, and then you can click on save over here. In my case, I already have a backup. Now once done, now if you see TdrDelay, set the value data to 0 over here, and then click on OK. Again TdrLevel, set the value data to 0 over here, and then now you can restart your computer, and then you can check. Now if you don't have TdrDelay or TdrLevel over here, so I'll show you. You don't delete it. I'm just doing it. This is just an example. If you don't have this TdrDelay or TdrLevel, make a right click, new D word 32-bit value, name it as TDR, where T is in capital, delay D capital ELAY, and then you can set the value data to 0 over here, and then click on OK. Again, make a right click, new D word 32-bit value, TdrLevel, L is in capital, T is in capital, and then again set the value data to 0 over here, and then click on OK. Now restart computer, and after the system restart, you can check if it is already set to 0. If that is not working, you can even try set the value data to 1 for both, 1, and then again restart your computer, and then you can check. Whenever you want to restore the registry, you can, if you face any problem, you can import the backup, you can select it, and then you can click on open. This will restore the registry. Now the next step is to run EA app or Steam as an administrator. So if you have the game on Steam, you can close Steam first, and then you can type in Steam in Windows search box, make a right click on Steam, and then click on run as administrator. Now if you have the game on EA app, first of all close EA app. In my case it is already closed. Now type in EA app in Windows search box and make a right click, run as administrator, click on yes to allow, and then relaunch the game. Next step is to update Windows to the latest version, which we have already done. Windows N Edition user, install media feature pack. If you are using Windows N Edition, you can go to system and then scroll down, click on optional features, view features, click on yes to allow, media feature pack, type in media feature pack over here. I have Windows 11 Home Edition, so I don't see it. If you have Windows N Edition, if not installed, when you type in media feature pack, you will see media feature pack over here. So I don't have it, and just ignore this. Okay, so in my case I have Windows 11 Home, so I don't see. If you see media feature pack, put a check on the box and then install it, restart your computer. Also type in turn Windows feature on or off in Windows search box, click on it, and then over here if your media feature pack is unchecked, media feature is unchecked, you can put a check over here, click on OK, install it, then restart your computer, and then you can check. Now the next step is to now update all the drivers from PC manufacturer website, especially this one also, Bluetooth driver. Now for this you can go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, you can go to Dell website. If you have Lenovo, go to Lenovo, whichever brand you have. Select your model number, go to the PC manufacturer website, select your model number. This is just an example. Select your model number and then select, and then go to drivers and download, and you can update all the drivers. Automatic updates, click on check for update. Once everything is updated, restart your computer, and then you can launch the game. Next step is to turn on or turn off VPN. So if you're using VPN, you can turn it on and check. If that does not work, you can turn off the VPN, you can close VPN and then check. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. To increase the virtual memory, type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box, and then click on view advanced system settings over here. And then under advanced, click on settings, the first setting, and then click on advanced tab, and then click on change over here. You have to uncheck the box, and then you have to select the drive where the game is installed. Make sure that you select the drive where the game is installed, and then select custom size. And for initial size is 1.5 multiplied total RAM, for maximum is 3 multiplied total RAM. So you can check total RAM in Windows settings, go to system, and then go to about option. And over here you can see in my case it's 16 gigabytes, so you have to calculate as per your RAM. And if you face any problem, we can always revert back to the settings, so do not worry about it. So in my case it's 16 gigabyte multiplied 1024, that is total RAM in megabyte. For initial size it's 1.5 multiplied 1.5, that is 24576. For maximum size, it's total RAM, that is 16 multiplied 1024. In my case 16384 megabyte, then 3 times multiplied 3, that is for maximum size it's 49152 in my case. And then you have to click on set. Set is important. Make sure that it hits set and then click on OK and then OK. Now relaunch the game and then check. If that does not work, then type in view advanced system settings again and then click on view advanced system settings. Go to settings over here, click on change advanced tab and then click on change and then select system manage size this time and then click on set. Set is important. Click on OK. Click on OK over here. Hit apply. Click on OK. OK. You will see restart option. Restart your computer and then check. Still not working. We will revert to default. So you can type in view advanced system settings once again. Settings, advanced, change, and put a check on this box and then hit apply. Click on OK. Follow the next step. Now still not working. The next step is to update the BIOS. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number and update the BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure battery is more than 10% and the AC adapter is connected to the computer when you update the BIOS. Next step is to enable or disable XMP profile. If your system BIOS has an XMP profile, you can enable it, apply the changes, restart your computer and then check it. If it is already enabled, you can disable XMP profile, restart your computer and then check. Now the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drives. So if nothing is working, you can uninstall the game. Now after you uninstall the game, go to the game installation folder. So uninstall, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer and then install the game to C drive. So if the game is installed to different drive like D drive or E drive, try to install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed to C drive, try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to fix anti-cheat error with the game. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.